We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from Pepper Joe's, it is Ghost Mustard. And we have mustard, sugar, still vinegar, pickled jalapeno peppers, habaneros, ghost pepper, salt, xanthan gum. So my guess is this is going to be basically the habanero mustard, which if you do a little bit of digging, you can find the review for that as well. Also from Pepper Joe's, also on this channel. So that's my suspicion, is that is what I'm going to encounter here, is basically that product only with ghost peppers. So let's have a look here. So it looks almost the same. Not a huge difference in appearance here. And the smell is identical. This smells more like a relish than a mustard to me. So, and you can see it's kind of gloppy, a little bit on the edge here of something like a pudding possibly. So, all right, let's do this. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay. All right, so we can see it's got little, I got too much of it here. Let's back this up a little bit. Got little bits of peppers in here. Got this sort of, oh, I don't know, orange, yellow, brownish sort of color to it. I'd say it looks, but I mean, it actually does kind of look like a relish. It does. It kind of looks like a relish. So, okay, well, let's get into the taste. There wasn't a lot of heat to the habanero. I'm guessing that won't be the case here, but let's check it out. Flavor's the same. This is notably punchier. There's it's an immediate little prickling. There's not a huge difference in flavor here. I wonder if they use actual ghost peppers or if they used a powder. They do a lot with seeds and pods and stuff, so I'm assuming that it's the actual ghost peppers. But it doesn't read quite as sweet as the other one. That's kind of interesting. It's similar enough, though, that I'm pretty sure that that's what happened. They took the habanero mustard and they just added the ghost pepper to it. And there's no other changes other than that. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to make this shaved pork. So, I'm trying to do some more cooking. I like the cooking videos as I get a kick out of watching those when I edit them. They're pretty fun for me to do. I don't always have time for them. I do now. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook this up. And I stumbled across this a while ago. We're not quite into grill season as I do this, so it's going to be in the fry pan. But I stumbled onto the idea when I was thinking that I had some of the components for a Cubano. I had the pork, I had the mustard. I mean, I can put pickles in here, I'm not going to. I don't have Swiss cheese or ham, and I'm not going to put it on a roll. But I am going to put it in these things, which is these extreme wrap fiber tortilla things. So I want to put cheese in one, and I want to have it without cheese in the other. And I want to kind of compare and contrast and just see how it shakes out. So let's migrate over yonder, and we'll get set up for that. Okay guys, so here we are over yonder as promised, and so I cooked this on 6, and I also had done a shaved buffalo chicken that is in the Hank's Heat hot sauce review. If you guys want to check that out. So I had a jalapeno, fresh jalapeno sitting around. So I'm just going to throw that in. There we go. We got a little oil in there. We're going to let this get hot and start cooking. And then once we get these to sweat down a little bit, we'll start adding in the pork. Okay, we are hot. We are in shape. Where did my knife go? As I did before, my dishwasher didn't do a very good job. Yeah, well, we don't need this. I'm just going to use the silky plastic. Throw this away, get a better one. All right. So, what we're going to do here, throw that in there. Just going to separate it just a little bit. Since this is going, I'm not having it by itself, such as I did with the that buffalo chicken. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna spread it out in there with the jalapenos, and you can see it's starting to whiten out a little bit where it's cooking. Where it's shaved, it cooks really, really quickly. So we're gonna let this cook down for a little bit. One of the things I like to do, because this is completely unseasoned, is just throw just a little skosh of kosher salt and pepper in there. Alright. Get that mixed up. I don't put any more than that, even when I throw in the new stuff. Okay, now here we go with the last bit of the pork here. This is a little bit more liquidy than usually it is because of those jalapenos, but you can see we're getting nice caramelization on this pork. Looks really, really beautiful. So we're going to finish cooking this up. Then we're going to sauce it and put it in some burritos. Okay, we've cooked, I think, the majority of moisture out of this. So what I do from here is I just turn this off. And we're just going to throw in some of this sauce. Let's use, there's 2 spoons, let's use 3. Let's throw one more in for good measure. Make sure we're just getting enough of this. Okay, so 4 spoons of this mustard, and we're just gonna try to make sure we're getting it coated on every bit of what's here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. And this is going to heat it up a little bit too. We got a nice hot mustard sort of effect to it. Alright, we got some tortillas here. I mistakenly got the tomato basil. I've never had these before. I'm a little nervous about this. So let's put cheese on this first. So I don't have any, so we'll just go Colby Jack. Nice Kraft cheese here. Let's throw a little base of it on there. That's plenty. Okay, and then we're just going to get some meat and make ourselves some of that. Nice bit of a burrito here. All right, let's see. Hopefully I didn't overfill this. If you're like me, you have a tendency to overfill these things. I do it all the time. All the time. All right. So we have this one. And we're going to have a little bit of extra left over. That's right. I got a plan for that too. All right. Let's get in there. I think I overfilled this one too. All right. That's all right. That's fine. Okay. And the rest of this, we'll just eat it. You can see we're steaming away here. All right, let's just have some of this. That sweetness works really well here. I mean, this moves away from being a true Cubano, though. There's no sweetness in those. Alright. This certainly is not my take on a Cubano, to be honest here. It is where I got the idea, but I'd be lying if I said that's what it is. This is the regular one without cheese. Not really a lot of flavor from this wrap, thankfully. I'm a little torn on where to put this mustard. I think I'll probably give it a legit one, but it's not screaming or anything. Really good in this setting, though. I'm really excited to try this on the grill as well. The question is, will there be enough sugar in there to caramelize? I don't know. I really like the fresh jalapenos in here. One of the other things I'm kicking around, playing with some fresh pods. I found ghosts. I found, well, habanero's pretty easy to find. I found scorpions and I even found reapers. So I might play around with those a little bit. I will say though, with serranos and habaneros, cooking them the way I do, you need better ventilation than I do. So I might wind up doing those on the grill. All right. Now with the cheese. In case any of you are wondering, it's probably about a pound of meat that I just made in that area. This is interesting with cheese. I would have. I wish I would have had sharp cheddar or medium cheddar. Swiss would have been kind of fun too. I think this is going to be really good on hot dogs. It does just remind me much more of a relish. The cheese is really interesting though. I'm not sure I like it. I don't think Colby Jack works with it real well, but finally starting to get a bit of a mouth heat. So we'll give this a legit one. Very interesting. I do like it in the setting, but I don't like it with cheese. I think that was a mistake. I might also, maybe what I'll do, what if I grilled up some ham too? I grilled some pork. I grilled some ham. And then I tinker around with the idea of a Cubano burrito. Maybe I use pickled jalapenos instead of pickles. Overstuffed burritos. When am I going to learn? Never, I guess. Can't go hire me at a Mexican restaurant. People are going to be wearing their burritos. Alright. I do like this one better than the habanero. The habanero, essentially you get that with this. With the ghost, you just get a nice edge to it. Very, it's very nice as far as heat wise. Flavor though, I just don't, it doesn't strike me as something that I automatically know how to use. So it's one I need to play around with some more. Using a yellow instead of a Dijon I think is interesting. I mean there's some good stuff to this. I like Scotch bonnet with mustard sauces a lot. And I think moving in that direction would have been kind of interesting as well. But, you know, I have nothing bad to say about this sauce. It just, this mustard doesn't strike me as a mustard so much as a relish. And I think that's the thing I just find a little bit jarring. But definitely very, very enjoyable. If you're going to get one of their mustards, definitely get this one, though, because there's almost no heat in the other one. This one is not, I mean, it's not blazing or anything like that, but I definitely can notice a very nice, round warmth, mouth heat. Very pleasant. I enjoy that. So this one, I'm looking forward to trying out, playing around with this a little bit on the grill. And if you like sweet mustards, definitely give this one a go. Pepper Joe's has some really interesting products, so I might be looking into them a little bit more this year as well. But anyway, there it is. The Pepper Joe's Ghost Mustard. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.